Hi, this is Ken. This spiritual video is called The Eclipse. I want you to picture a- the sun on a perfectly cloudless day at noon in the sky. Its bright light, when you look at it, is unwavering, unobstructed by anything whatsoever. Just as the sun overhead is bright and unobstructed, before we are born, there is a spirit, a piece of God, our higher self, present within each life, not only human, but all living things as well, that is present to guide our lives with its inherent wisdom and unconditional love, so that we may help improve the lives of all others. There are no differentiations or distinctions in spirit. Every life, each having a piece of God within, is equally important and always will be. For only when we unite our spirits, love, and wisdom together will we understand our true purpose of life, to selflessly help each other by sharing our spirit's wisdom and love with each other. As the world continues, the moon moves around the earth. And as it moves around the earth, once in a while, it starts to go in front of the sun. And after we are born, just as the moon goes in front of its sun, beginning to block its light, there is an ego that is created that participates in every decision that we make in our life. Our ego is simply everything we learn and accept and believe to be true after we are born. We are taught that to be successful in life, we need to worry about ourselves only without concern worrying about others. And that to be successful, we must get a good education, a well paying job, so that we may buy material possessions, have a family, and do the best things that life offers. We therefore view everything that goes on in life that is not good, such as people needlessly dying from war, hunger, senseless violence, and in other ways, that those are simply part of life. The more we accept what we are taught, the less the wisdom and the love of our spirit will be available to us. For what our ego does is it blocks the messages from our spirit within so that we follow its false path through life, believing that to be successful, we need to worry about ourselves, make money, and do all of those other things so that we have a good life without concern for others. The more we believe what we are taught, the more the eclipse begins to cover the sun's light. As the light of the sun begins to disappear, the problems of the world accentuate and become worse. When there is a total eclipse of the sun, and the only thing showing are the rays on the outside of the sun, we have totally accepted everything that we believe and were taught in life. We therefore believe that war and hunger and people needlessly suffering and struggling in life are a normal part of life. At that period, the messages from our spirit within are totally muted. They are silenced completely by the total domination of our ego and, and its beliefs. There may come a time in our life, though, when the eclipse begins to fade. As it moves in front of the sun, some of its light begins to shine again. When this happens, it is an awakening where we begin to sense the first messages once again from our spirit within, as it's trying to let us know that everything we learned in life that we once believed to be true may not be. There might be more to life than just getting a job, making a lot of money, and doing all the things, but that maybe there's a purpose to life as well. With this awakening, our lives begin to change as we begin to reevaluate everything in our life that we once believed to be true. As the sun becomes more visible and the moon moves further away toward the center of the sun and even toward the other side of the sun, the light of the sun becomes more prominent. Though it is still partially obstructed by the covering of the moon, and there is still a dark area, at this point, we are beginning to understand that most of everything that we learned is not true, and that there is more to life than what we had learned. We begin to reevaluate not only our job, because perhaps it's not satisfying in the respect that the only purpose we work, the reason we work it, is so that we will make money. But perhaps we now consider taking a job that pays less money, but that where we could share some of our love and wisdom with others, even though we are not making as much money. We begin to reevaluate our friendships, our marriage, and everything else in our life, as many people that we are around yet remain asleep, unaware that there is more to life than just everything we learned. When the moon fully passes past the sun and it is no longer visible, we now again see the bright, shining light we once knew before we were born and the creation of our ego. And with this passing of the moon, we are enlightened, as we now fully understand everything that we were taught about what was important in life and what success is was wrong, was meant to have us follow a false path through life. And that the true purpose of life, the meaning of why we are born, the lesson we are alive to learn, is to embrace the guidance of our loving spirit, the peace of God that is within us, so that we may share its wisdom and love selflessly, without reason or motive, with all others, to improve their life and their life journey as well. This is Ken with another spiritual video.